Yeah, Smart Wargames here, welcome back. Let's check out the classic Harpoon version. Harpoon 1, yeah, made for DOS. And yeah, if you're among the lucky souls that own the, what was called on Matrix, Harpoon Ultimate Commanders, Admirals, Field Marshal Edition, then you might receive the entire package, including a UC, Harpoon Ultimate Commanders Edition, which is played to and updated to this very day by the community. There's of course the way to go, yeah, and check out web pages like Harp Gamer, which still develop database and scenarios to this very day, as some modern ones, including weaponry, near future weaponry. But yeah, if you check the UC folder, you will find that has HC20 folder, which includes a really nice compilation of the old school Harpoon versions, including even pre-release alphas with explanations. And of course the first Windows interface versions like Harpoon 97, which was quite becoming popular. I mean, to receive a remaster is of course completely pointless. The remaster should be rather based on UC, but yeah, okay. Rather meant to cash in on clueless people that throw their money on the screen. But this time we want to check out the last DOS version. Yeah, the first version was only released with the Duke battle set, but then the definitive edition was 1.58e. I even know people that play it still to this very day, before they transitioned. And yeah, too bad that this version is not available on Matrix anymore. I mean, you can download it. If you purchase it before they took it off, you own it. But still, that is the ultimate Harpoon experience. While most of those versions, Harpoon 2, Harpoon 3, Harpoon 3 Advanced Naval Warfare, yeah, that is all nice to have. Most important, you need to have UC. That's a go-to version of Harpoon. But let's check out Harpoon 1.58e. It was the latest version of the DOS one. And this game was, when it was released in '89, yeah, revolutionary. Not only for war games, for entire gaming. God, yeah, this one comes here with nice North Atlantic. HGS 6. We played HGS 2. Let's try out HGS 6. What is that about? Boomers. I always love hunting subs. SSNs and SSBNs. Very good. Tony. Let's roll. Boomers. Good. RE, warning yellow, weapons tagged, conduct offensive operations against SSBNs only. What? Okay. Russian SSBN deployments have initiated DEFCON 2 special weapons release possible. Report all contacts via dark water. And the wording is so good. Yeah, that's all. Yes! Ah man, those steals back in the days pulled off. Good, I checked the interface about Harpoon. Okay, it grew, but I think yeah, that version was developed probably 94. First version 89. Ah yeah, Larry Bond, exactly, yeah. That's a dude. But the programmer, I think it started out with one programmer. And Larry Bond. And later, yeah, but Tom Clancy basically just for marketing joined in. He used it. Yeah, that's just nice, man. Ah man, those games. Up to 2031 total array. Is equal, if not superior, to the SQR-19 total array on the Perry class. So good. Check our groups. So we have a submarine group here consisting of a British submarine. Check her orders. Sensors. Runs, yeah. Okay, they're not under our control. Then we have another submarine group. Another British submarine. Do you need to order a submarine to come? A surface group. Cornwall, broadsword. Check the formation out. Helos already airborne. Yeah, rolling ASW patrols. 2 helos in reserve to replace them. Our ships are fine. Then we have another surface group consisting of Minerva Leander class and another Leander. It's quite a big ASW patrol, but okay. Another submarine. British. No command over them. I have none. We go for inter. So they will check above and below the layer. Cruise is fine. And another surface group. Ah, here you have the buttons. Crazy, man. Interface, perfect. Check the formation out. Yeah, they're already rolling auto patrols. So we instructed the AI to launch the surface commanders to launch their own ASW helos. And they're doing a good job. Okay. And we have 2 air bases in Kinloss and London. What they have ready. 3 Nimrods. That one has nothing. Okay, let's speed up. Ah, interface revolutionary. Have that. I think that's the best used interface ever. There's absolutely no space wasted. All buttons which you need are there. It's a Harpoon for mobiles. I mean, you could play really that on mobiles because they really developed that interface for those low resolution screens. Yeah, let's check sensors. Service group currently running MCON, and we will keep it that way. But I would like to have something on this. No, we have no airborne assets except for the Nimrods. And in order to check order of battle platform display, Nimrods display. Does it have what sensors? Survey search, 173 miles, at least for large surface, depending on altitude. So we might launch one Nimrod, but 170 miles is also not that much. Considering that we are dealing here with the entire Atlantic. Ah man, those games back in the days I can't imagine, man. If you were really buff and interested in that stuff and suddenly somebody released a video game like that. So, see my chat inside here? Then I need my second screen. Mind blowing. Those suits were completely ahead of their time. Okay, let's speed up. Helos deploying Sonar Boys. that game has a better interface than modern games. So clear, everything what you need is here. You can play that even without mouse, man. Just need, I know what, track, steering wheel. You good? Crazy. Operational net surface group. Sub is checking. That surface group is operating 2 helos, dropping Sonar Boys all around. This guy's operate 1 helo. This guy's 2 helos. That sub is perhaps too close to the surface group. What is it for? But okay. The airbase running the search radars. But so no aircraft except for Nimrods here. And plus I want to go for a more complex scenario. But with that interface, man, I can play here, I don't know what. The Atlantic Battle Commander. Helos getting auto replay, launching, deploying automatically on our surface groups. $30 per pulse. Man, it's also this old school Cold War interface. It's ultra immersive. But it works completely out. It's like a modern interface, designed in '89. Weapons break down on the Leander. Continue. Yeah, so far it's calm. Running 30 minutes, that was. 2 days, 2.5 days left. Okay, XO, I will take a nap. Yeah, inform me if something happens. Yeah, it's giving 30 minutes, yeah. It's calculating 30 minutes. Takes some time, but it does it. Wait, what's that? Hold your horses. Is that for a box? The detection or what? Ah, that's a selection box. Man, I can't get a modern game that can automate something like Zonoboy deployment. And they even do it in a proper fashion. Sticking to the formation patrol assignments. I think even CMO has random. Can you drop? Yeah, you can. Yeah, okay, you can create ASW boxes that stick to. Yeah, now you can do something similar. A bit more complicated, but you can pull it off. ASW boxes that are relative or yeah, moving together with the surface ship. Or also with an aircraft, doesn't matter. At 89, when people were playing, I don't know, games like Donkey Kong, E.T. I've heard E.T. was the best game ever. Suddenly somebody delivers a full-fledged naval warfare simulation. It's all bells and whistles. The Cleopatra got a surface contact, sub contact. Hold your horses. Service group attack, pause sub. Bring in short range ASW. Allocate the helo. Are they closing in now, or do I need to manually? Intercept, okay, that's what we need to use. Okay, the closest. Yeah, so then that links with the anti-sub. Range 19, fuel 58. Yeah, wait. Yeah, but you are the closest. Roll. Is intercepting. The next helo, 171 miles. Might belong to another group now. Yeah, you need to work with the group display. Okay, that helo should be now an intercept, right? Mission anti-sub. Target group Zulu, Romeo, uniform. Zulu, Romeo, uniform. Message is authentic, confirm. Let's see. But that helo is low on fuel. So we have another helo we can ready up for launch. Is there attack order? Yes. Launch that. Attack that sub. Got 2 helos heading out to the post sub contact. We know what it is now. And that's as a probability area after a sub. They're dropping Zono boys. And 89. Ah, sub detected. Is it? Yeah. We got a fix on a sub. It is an alpha class, running 15 knots. Deep. Persecute. One helo incoming. Minimum altitude. Speed 125 knots. I see, can I get a report on the Alpha? Yes, baby, man. This is old school 3,700 tons length. Officially the fastest combat submarine, unofficially as well. 42 knots, correct. Noisy, true. Weak sensors, true, but it's fast as hell. Sensor, squid arm, shark fin, man, they using all the terminology. It's crazy, man. Both probably the entire chains, comet ships, library of up to 5 nautical miles. Absolutely believable, yeah. Active depends. It's a convergence zone. 44 miles. Man, this game simulates convergence zones. 44 miles to pull off a convergence zone detection at 44 miles. I mean, that's even what modern games can't. Hey, man, can't even realize because they simply don't understand maritime physics. Yeah, see, Charlie Zulu, it's convergence zones. The only game that, yeah, okay, dangerous zones, dangerous waters might do with the Sunless work with that. CMO works with that, and Harpoon also seems to work with that. So there's a possibility to detect ships at far away because of specific maritime physics. But in between, you can't detect nothing. But you have a window like this one here. It's showing pretty good. That's basically, I don't know why active is so, but might be that the Alpha class. I don't know. Depends, of course, on the target, how good you can active sonar detect. But is max range 5 miles? Makes sense. 5 miles sounds really believable. While you have this window. Man, Harpoon, man, 89 pull off. Which modern games usually don't employ. Most modern games like Sea Power or whatever don't simulate convergence zones. That is too complicated for them. Yeah. You see, there's a window here that is here basically. Here you detect nothing with your passives, but then it bounces into the CZ, and you have a window where you might possibly detect nuts. And there's a Snoophead radar with all those NATO designations. Snoophead, surface search, SS, 12 miles. 12 miles is a bit low. But only against large. Shit, man, the visual information is so good. If you would release something like that, it would be new and people would go crazy. Would say, man, that's really old school, but well done. 32 is correct, yeah. There's alpha max speed. Weapons. 533 Mike torpedoes. 3 tubes on each side, that is correct. 6 tubes. With nuke capability. This game also has a nuke. You can also launch nukes in this game, but it depends. Yeah, 53 83s. Sub-rocks with depth charge. Nuclear. Type 53 68s, which can be equipped with a nuclear warhead. This here can be equipped with a torpedo or with a nuclear depth charge, true. And 53 83 I think wake homers. That's man. You're interested in that stuff. You're playing ET, you're playing Donkey Kong, suddenly somebody releases Harpoon. It's all that research done, which back in the days was really hard to acquire. Nowadays, yeah, with Austin, if you're not complete retard, which unfortunately most people are. Okay, one Stingray. Yeah, launch first one Stingray and then... wait, how fast is Stingray? Alpha is super fast, 42 nuts, yeah. Alpha is difficult to persecute. We play it here in dangerous waters, the Alpha. Speed is protection, but execute. Keep one torpedo. Stingray torpedo is... Let's see. Torpedo launch, speed is 45. Which is only 3 nuts higher, which is hard to... We'll see if it works out. So Alpha should now realize that a torpedo is a torpedo snorkel death. Alpha is starting to run. Alpha is starting to run. They realize there's a torpedo in water. I mean, Alpha can only push it. Nah, wait. I don't know if you can persecute that Alpha. That Alpha is too fast. Can only keep her away from the surface group. Those Stingray torpedoes are not fast enough. Don't persecute. Wait. I mean, what we could do is that one helo flies ahead and fires a torpedo in front of the Alpha. So you box it in. Do it. Shit, the interface, man, is so bad. Torpedo is tracking, but probably too slow. We'll send one helo in front of the Alpha class, but the Alpha class is escaping to west. Give me a new order. Get into the course of the Alpha. Let's box it in, perhaps we can kill it. Otherwise, keep it away from the surface group. I don't think we can kill it. It's too fast. Surface group, Minerva. AGS, Alpha Golf Sierra, speed up. Go max group and get away while the helos deal with the Alpha class. Torpedo is tracking, but too slow probably. Man, I can't. I would have good that I didn't live in the late 80s or early 90s. If such a game would have arrived, I would have my brain would have exploded. How good it is. The normie only sees ants crawling on the screen. The chat sees beautiful naval, modern naval warfare. What? Alpha impact! Get wrecked. Yeah. Jimmy, Alpha. No Alpha for you. Omega. No, yeah, Beta. Jimmy, that was a limp Alpha. Why didn't she run for speed? She. But she dropped the torpedo right on her head. Good job. Good job. Return. Who dropped the top? Would have become a Kriegsmarine, ja. Is she killed or damaged? Yeah, whatever. Return to the group. Good job. Good job. Also, AI immediately returns to the group. You don't need to do anything. She is a goner. Yeah, she is sinking. No Alpha. Alpha got better. Ah, I love the Alpha. Sexy boat. But that was real. Come on, Jimmy. Run at full speed, 42 knots. What did you got hit by that torpedo? 3 knots, Delta. You got hit by the torpedo. Moscow is not as amused. No Lenin order for you. Got both healers returning to the surface group. It's crazy, man. This interface is so basic. I mean, this interface, you could basically... I could put it on my toaster. My toaster has a small LCD screen. Could play it on my toaster. But with that interface, it would be good. Is this for icons? Rest in peace, icons. Okay. Those helos landing automatically. Of course they do. Because they were on an intercept order. They're done, they go back home. So that is good AI. New contact. Jimmy, why are you so broad? I think you're working too much on your shoulders. Jimmy, you can't fit through those doors anymore with those shoulders. Man, look at that man's shoulders. Shit, man. The Navy had to design a specific shirt for that guy. Dude is massive. Worked up. Jimmy, I think you're spending too much time in the sub gym. Dude, your shoulders are somewhat intimidating me. And you're not fitting through those... you're not fitting through those doors anymore. Please take it a bit easy on shoulder training, yeah, in the next weeks. Man, look at that neck. That is a US Navy officer out of the book. Look at that. Dude is broader than tall. He looks so happy, yeah. Hey, we just killed those damn commies. Hey, man, crazy. Comet action, I can tell at home, man. I nuked. Nice. Man, but dude is broad. Look at that, man. Look at those arms, man. His veins are coming out of those arms, man. Dude was pumping hard before. Before we killed that alpha man, dude was pushing it, man. From man's physique. But that is exactly how I want my Navy. The Navy wants me simple. I don't want some people talking about here some philosophical bullshit, yeah. The Navy want me simple. Kill stuff. Train your shoulders. Kill next stuff. Okay, we have a new contact from Minerva. What is it? Visual contact. I thought visual. What do you see there? Okay, show me. Here. Okay. 1-1. Is it? Oh shit, is it a missile? The enemy has employed nuclear weapons. National Command Authority released you nuclear weapons for use. What? What? Massive escalation, man. Okay, good. We can use nukes. Emergency action message received. Message is authentic. USS Dallas. Authorization code is Jimmy, Jenny, Tony. 1. Message is authentic. Okay, what is it reading? Yeah, we are allowed to release nuclear weapons. Oh, kurwa. Okay. The enemy released nuclear weapons. They nuked a US kindergarten in Norway. Shit. Jimmy, better invest more into shoulder training. We will carry a lot on our shoulders in the coming hours. Okay, so what is that for a contact here? Don't see anything. Was there a missile? Did they deploy a nuke or what? I don't see any contact. Ah, here, wait, we have it. Sir, we have detected one new contact. Sturgeon. Sturgeon. GO2. But Sturgeon. Visual method. What is it? Damn, missile. Ah, there's Sturgeon missiles. What is the suborbital? What? Holy shit, man, they're firing nukes at us. Suborbital. Okay. I think that those missiles were not aimed at us. We spotted visual nuclear missiles flying through the air. Holy moly, okay, that escalated fast. Oh shit. Altitude, suborbital, that is the first time I read that in a game like that. Not low altitude, medium altitude, not suborbital. Wait, what happened? Impact? Whenever speed has been reduced to 5. Nah, keep her. What happened? Are they deploying nukes against us? Tactical nukes? Holy shit. Two helos destroyed. Did they nuke us? I think so. It was a tactical anti-ship nuke or whatever. We lost the Minerva. More impacts. Und der Leander. They're nuking us. Tactical nuking. Yeah, we just lost. I don't know, was those 2 helos? Nah, normally we don't have 2 helos on one. I think those helos got nuked out of airborne. At least one helo got nuked out of airborne, while the other helo was probably on the ship. Where we lost 2 lander classes. Both are sinking. Look at that. Eyewitnesses report they only see a big fireball. Can't even make out the boat anymore. They say it looks like a Super Nintendo game, which is usually indicating it's very bad. Man, but I like the visual aspect of this game. They still paid attention to this visual aspect, which increases the immersion even nowadays. And that is a Cleopatra. Massive on fire. Completely nuked. They deployed tactical anti-ship, whatever, area denial nukes against us. Very surprising. We lost the entire surface group. Do I even have nukes? Do we have nukes on the airbase? Fucking bitches want nukes? I have nukes. Do we have nuke? Guided stand. Nuclear! Nuclear. What is. Wait, what is DB? Mark 47 nuclear. Dev boomy. Dev bomb. Yeah, I think. So I think the Brits call it dev bombs, right? DBs. Fucking bitches load those nukes. I also like that this game has nukes. Tactical nukes, because we are now basically nuking would not immediately result in a massive standoff. But for whatever reason the Soviets decided to nuke our B. I think DB is death bomb. Might be a British term for death charge. Range 1 mile, yeah. Yeah, there's a death charge. Mark 47. How much kilotons? 10 kilotons, I guess. Yeah, 10 kilotons is good. Fucking load those. No, wait. We just want nuclear warfare. We just get nuclear warfare. But keep also those torpedoes. Load those nuclear. All Nimrods. This is the Queen of England. The Queen of England authorizes nuclear warfare. Tactical. Queen of England, yeah, everybody can call herself Queen of England. Queen of England give you a nuclear tactical authorization code. It is bollocks, bloody chap. You what, mate? Code is authentic. Yes, Queen, we loading nuclear weapons. Fucking bitches load those nuclear weapons. We go nuclear. that escalated fast. Ready, yeah. Go nuclear. Fucking bitches want nuclear warfare. They get nuclear warfare. Submarine, report your weapons. Okay, you're good. Do you have any nuclear weapons stored? And I was really surprised that they used nukes here. To nuke one of our surface groups. No, it's full report. No, we should be fine. I don't have other assets. Except for those Nimrods. We are escalating, yeah. Smart, cool people would say, cool it down. Nuclear death charges are not that effective anyways. Despite what people tell you on YouTube. Tactical nuclear weaponry is not that effective. Especially below waters. Everybody that at least has some sort of basic, perhaps even elementary school physics education knows that. A typical nuclear depth charge is 10 kilotons. They tested up to 30 kilotons, but no, it doesn't involve that your submarine or your aircraft will die when you drop them. Bollocks. There's even on YouTube some. I mean, just because you're a submariner, you don't know stuff. It's like you served in the army and you think you become a general or what? No. I still consider a regular torpedo is probably more worth than a nuclear depth charge with 10 kilotons. But we load them, simply for the loss. And simply to show off, yeah. Let's get into the nuclear peeing contest with Soviets. I also would like to have those nuclear strike missiles. Nice. That was a surprise. Suddenly nukes. Okay, I need to quickly hit the restroom after getting one of my service group nuked into submission. Okay. Give me the red phone to Moscow. Vitaly, is it you? Yeah. Here, Vitaly, hey. Joe, how are you, Biden? Biden it is. But it's fine. How is your wife? Yeah, good. Look, I mean, we're fighting World War III, but Jimmy, why did you nuke the shit out of my ships? Didn't we agree that let the poor fellas die for our possessions and then call it quits? Yes. Yeah, brother. But one of my commanders went crazy and authorized tactical nuclear launch. Yeah, Jimmy, but you know how I need to respond to that. I also now need to load my Nimrods with nuclear depth charges just to show that I have the balls. Yeah. Shit happens, yeah. Okay. Can we now continue fighting a normal world for free? Yes, yes, Tavarish. No problem, brother. Good, friend. Stay in contact, yes, yeah. GG. Man, that was rather surprising, why the suddenly some fucking random surface group getting nuked. He probably forgot. Nah, it was some renegade Soviet commander. It was some over-motivated young Soviet commander who authorized tactical nuclear launch. Yeah, but I need to respond, yeah? We are now in a peeing contest. I need to pee back. If you pee at my leg, I need to pee at your leg. Welcome to Cold War. So I equip my Nimrods with nuclear depth charges, and whatever submarine I see will nuke the shit out of it. That's how it works. The people that suffer are, of course, people at the front lines. Okay, one boat sunk. Cleopatra is still afloat, but burning, I guess. Oh, they fixed her, what? And if there was ever Super Nintendo Fire indicating that something is really screwed up, I think this here is the one. I mean, I don't need Unreal Engine graphics. This 2D sprite is telling me that this ship is a massive goner. Yeah. You're not asking what is on fire, you're rather asking what is not on fire. So it's man nuked some random surface group, tactical nuked. Can I know what they used? What would Soviets use in a case like that? Ah, there's no weapons, okay. But yeah, I mean, back as you could equip anything with nuclear tactical warheads. Typical 10 kilo nuts or something. Will definitely make sure that something blows up even if you miss it slightly. But again, subsurface is more difficult. It's when you hear, and there's even some people that claim they are some submarine experts or whatever, but if you hear somebody on YouTube or whatever saying, yeah, those nuclear torpedoes, they were suicidal weapons, which, I mean, think about that. You're designing a submarine which is expensive, you let that submarine launch a weapon in order to blow herself up or what? Yeah, makes absolute sense. If you hear somebody saying, yeah, those nuclear torpedoes or whatever, like during the Cuban Missile Crisis became a point where suicide weapons and those submarines would not survive the impact, you know you're talking to somebody that is a complete retard. Doesn't even understand elementary school water physics. Detonate a nuke underwater and see what happens there. Shouldn't be that hard to figure out, thinking about density and compared to gas like air. Or gas mixed like air. Try to compress air? Okay, possible. Try to compress water, crazy? Figure out. You ever heard of compressed water tanks? That deliver you massive amounts of waters? Despite being small. Or give you away some of the basic physics. Why nukes subsurface don't work like nukes detonate in air. But 10 kilotons is not even that much. The US and the Brits, which is OSINT, yeah, you can find it on the internet. I think tested up to depth charges up to 30 kilotons, dropped by ships like in World War II, yeah, depth charges, without harming those ships. But the benefit was not that big. There's also a reason why to this very day those depth charges are all phased out. Nuclear depth charges were not that, or also nuclear torpedoes, really that effective as a lot of people think. Tactical nuclear weaponry is not that effective as a lot of people think. It's not some super weapons, yeah. Land warfare, aerial warfare, okay, yeah, we can talk about that, but in water, water can't be compressed that crazy like air. Mixture of 21% oxygen and whatever. So if you hear somebody on YouTube saying, yeah, those torpedoes were crazy, massive overkill, and they would have killed the launching submarine, you know you're dealing with a retard. Period. And I don't care if that guy served on real submarines or not. It is facts. It's basic physics. So nuclear submarines, nuclear submarines of course make sense, but nuclear torpedoes, depth charge make sense to some extent. Compared to modern weaponry, questionable. Then those nuclear anti-air, even that was phased out. Nuclear anti-air missiles, yeah. Supposed to be fired into bomber formations. I mean, Nazi Germany, not nuclear, but Nazi Germany developed first of those fire into bomber formation rockets. Skiff is a surface contact. Nah, skiff. What is a skiff? Skiff. It's a missile contact. I guess a skiff again. Wait, what is a skiff? Skiff is a slang term, something like what was it for submarine? Submarine is Goblin. I think skiff is a surface contact, right? Bandit is a area. No, yeah. Boogie, bandit, yeah. It's a naval code. Skiff. Yeah, Goblin is an unidentified submarine. Goblin is a sub. Unidentified sub. Or subsurface contact. In CIC. Not what you call it, I'm not from the US Navy. Ah, fuck the AI, man. Shut the fuck up. Man, I just burned so much energy for getting that AI prompt. Nah, I think skiff is surface contact. Yeah. Yeah, undersea, okay. Yeah, thank you. What is skiff? I hear enough exos. It's a menu that defines this shit. ist doch gut. Shut the fuck up. Small. Yeah, small boat. What was a big boat? Exactly, big boats have a different code. Small craft. Skiff. I mean, it's a standing term. It's not only military. That is basically standard English. Yeah. But there's different terms. Goblin was exactly subsurface contact. Yeah, skiff is something surface, exactly. Aircrafts are boogie bandit or something, I don't know. But it depends, yes. But it's some surface contact. Good, who is it here? Is it? Not here anymore. Yeah, skiffs, surface. Goblins are unidentified submarines. Boogies are, I think, unidentified area contacts. But boogie might be not standardized. I think there's another term also for area contacts. Also for helos, rotary and fixed wing. What? Look at that! So we have an incoming enemy torpedo bearing 81 degrees. Should we counterfire a torpedo down that bearing? Shit, that is massive brain. Because in wartime that might be standard procedure. Yeah? If you receive a torpedo from an unknown angle, that's what we do in dangerous waters. Yeah? If I receive a torpedo, that's what you call a counter snapshot. You fire into that direction. Period. Yeah? You return that fire. It's not about the kill shot, but you want also to spoof up that attacking platform in order to throw off their fire solution. Because if you just run without firing a counter torpedo, they can sit there, comfy, and wire guide and sonar track you into death. If you fire a counter torpedo, even if it's perhaps bad, yeah, you might push an attacking platform to engage in evasive actions, retract the towed array, cancel continuing fire solution on you or tracking you properly, even cut the wires of the torpedoes. That game is massive. Should be massive brains. Yeah, fire counter torpedo. Two new contacts. Type 65, 90 torpedo, method, sonoboy. Another torpedo, sonoboy. Okay, where is that happening? So torpedo incoming, group A should turn their sonars on, do it. Yes. XO, I agree. Sonars on. Okay. Totally. Okay, that group here. Those spears are coming from 0 to 45. Give me the formation editor. Is that it? Which group are those healers operating? Here. Send both healers in. Focus on that. On this angle. Okay. Ah, okay. Execute. Check out. Focus in that angle. 2 torpedoes coming in. Service group, activate active sonars. And I already have active sonars active as a reaction. Good job. Evade those 2 torpedoes. Might be Jimmy with you. Can we get some Nimrod assistance? Give me a patrol of Nimrod. Launch 1 nuclear Nimrod. We need assistance. Convoy is getting engaged. Red torpedo group. 19 torpedoes! What? What? 19 torpedoes, Holy moly. That is a wolf pack. Massive wolf pack here. Yeah, blue submarine group. We have a massive submarine incursion. Delete all your orders and head towards that AO. 19 torpedoes, man. 2 submarines already heading there. 10 knots. I keep it that way. Nimrod is coming in. 2 aircraft trying to snoop up that submarine. And there must be multiple submarines firing those amounts of torpedoes. Do we have anything ready for launch? Give me formation editor. 1 Lynx is ready. Launcher off immediately. Set a patrol for that area here. And fire half. Because those ships might not exist in 5 minutes. Considering the amount of torpedoes you might launch on a Nimrod. That doesn't look normal. 20 torpedoes. What was it? 20 torpedoes? 19 torpedoes. That is not a single submarine. That is a group of submarines. Launch on a Nimrod. Man, the interface. Better than Unreal Engine. Man, if I would be C-Power devs, I would order them to play Harpoon Lead Command by Sonalist. Of Subcommand and Dangerous Waters. And of course CMO. Then you would make a good game. Despite graphics. It's so hard. Counter torpedo fired by the surface ships. Wait, you need to check out right flank. Seems like that those torpedoes are coming from... Show me the formation editor. Subcontact. Nice. You got her. Who detected? Yeah. Nice, a torpedo. Where's that subcontact? Here. Okay. Submarine group, intercept. Send the 2 closest links in and 1 Nimrod. Intercept. Shit, man. Best interface ever I used. Okay. Okay. Jimmy. Tony. Hello. Hey, what? Another sub? Okay. Rolling hard. Yeah. Relocator Hilo. Closest. 2 subgroups here. But they belong to one big group. 2 subs. I should deal with that. Yep. 3 Hilos incoming. Enjoy that. And 1 Nimrod is, but that Nimrod might take some time. Tire package. Tango, Oscar, November, Yankee. Go, go, go. Message is authentic. I concur. Message is authentic. Good. Fuel up those missiles. Best off. Do we have identification on our subs? No. Wow. But 1 Hilo is heading for that northern sub. 2 Hilos. Yeah, that makes sense that they fired 19 torpedoes. We have... Yes, but still 2 subs might be too little for that. But right now we are tracking them for as 1 subgroup. There might be more subs. Right now we know about 2 subs. I think it's more than 2. Might be a Soviet Wolf. Yeah, it's a Soviet Wolf pack. 19 torpedoes. That might be, I don't know what, 3-4 subs. And sending in those 2 Nimrods. Now keep 1 aircraft close to the surface group. There's also diversion tactics that they fired us, like in World War II, to divert away ASW assets in order to make the group vulnerable. Keep 1 Hilo ready, yeah. But the Nimrods are very far away. Yeah. Broadsword was missed by... Kurva. Impact on a broadsword. Torpedo impact. 2 torpedo impacts. Broadsword is sinking. Couple 2 torpedoes missed, 2 torpedoes impacted. Okay. It is detaching from the group. A new torpedo, okay. Hilos persecute our subs. Nimrods are incoming. Come on. Give me a fix on that drop, Sonar boys. Fix that sub. Yeah, looks good. No, kill it. Do you know what class it is? A Typhoon? Yes, baby, that's a boomer. Holy shit. Kill her. That other might be a SSN. Escort submarine. Kill that boomer. So was my interface refreshed. Very good. Kill that boomer. Oh, kurwa. I don't care for bingo fuel. Kill that boomer. Who is bingo fuel? Oh shit. Yeah, okay. Should order them back to base. Yes, XO, I agree. But please kill that Typhoon. Come on. If you now disengage before the Nimrods arrive, we might lose it. Drop that torpedo, please. Come on. What do you wait? Are you dipping or what? Are you dipping? Is he dipping or what is he? Jimmy, are you dipping or what? Yeah, he's dipping. He's dip zoner. Nuke that bitch, come on. It's a Typhoon class, come on. Where's the Nimrods? Ah, 5, eh? Cost 41, 125 knots. Go! Persecute. Shit, torpedo heading towards that. Towards towards the convoy. But should miss. Persecute that Typhoon class, come on. Come on. Kill her. She must be here somewhere. Probably very deep. Fire the torpedo off. Sail too deep. Yes, baby! One stingray. Good. Or two sting... No, it's okay. Fire. Nah, one stingray is okay. Kill a Typhoon. We have an exact fix on Zulu, Romeo. Oh, 1. Roger that. Persecute. But sir, there's human souls in that boat. Perhaps we can negotiate. Shut the fuck up. That guy is relieved. Give me the next guy. Torpedo is fired. Torpedo is shallow. Tobias Siggles. Again, remember that game was made 89. 89. When people were playing, I don't know what, Space Invaders, Donkey Kong. Some Word 6 games. I want to fire another miss. Yeah, wait. What is going on with that torpedo? Wait. Torpedo should circle around. Do you believe the torpedo will miss? Because Typhoon is escaping. Is the torpedo circling? Come on. Circle. Oh god, that torpedo decoyed. That doesn't look good. Yeah, torpedo is circling. Okay, good. Should pick up the Typhoon. Where's the other sub? The other sub went away or what? Another torpedo. And an RTB. You're too. Yeah, you're bingo fuel now. Perhaps that helo will not make it back. Torpedo is fracking. Second torpedo is fracking. No, second torpedo is not tracking. That torpedo is tracking. Typhoon. Impact front. Ah, yeah, damaged. Okay. Yeah, Typhoon is a big ass sub. Another torpedo. No, it's also tracking. Impact center. So not sinking. Man, those Typhoons. But it must be massively crippled. Minimum. 2 Nimrods incoming. Do we want to launch a first? Nah, 2 Nimrods should be enough. Where? What? Where's that coming from? Scepter, investigate that area here, please. Two missiles were fired at anything, nothing. Okay. Another. Oh yeah, okay, we have those subs. Typhoon damage 14%. Are you kidding me? Yeah, perhaps it was not direct impacts. Who knows? But we're tracking down. Come on. Hilo. Dropped a torpedo. Torpedo is tracking. Very good. Yeah. Get wrecked. Impact. What? How does she survive? That Typhoon is eating more than a battleship. I guess I might launch more Nimrods. Yeah, we have 2 submarine groups now. 1 Nimrod. Okay, then drop nuclear. Yeah, if nothing else is working, drop the nukes. So yeah, we're dealing with 2 submarine groups here. Two submarines, not submarines, 2 helos, yeah, will now require 1 hour to be ready up again. So the Nimrods now need to take over. 2 Nimrods incoming. And I launched a 3rd Nimrod. Because it is a major submarine group. We need to deal with it. And it includes an SSBN boomer, which for some reason doesn't refuse to die. Tony, du Vollidiot. Tony. Do we want to turn the launch key? Yeah, we might now launch nuclear depth charges. Because we need to respond to that nuclear scandal. And how do you smartly respond to nuclear incursion? Yeah, drop more nukes. Drop those nuclear depth charges on those submarine groups. Good, 2 Nimrods incoming. Got a large sub contact, might be a boomer. Okay. Deploy the nuclear death bomb. Yeah. Sierra class got nuked. Man, I like the Sierra class. And attack the Typhoon. Yeah, deploy the nuclear death charge. Immediately wrecked. Yeah, okay, in reality it's not that powerful. It's not, but yeah, they got wrecked. Typhoon class sinking. They use nuclear weapons on my surface group, I use nuclear weapons on their submarines. And on their boomers. Let's go DEFCON 1. Tony! Hör auf! Nimrod's returning. Missile contact. Yeah. Oh. What? Yeah, I don't know where those missiles are coming from. Somebody fired missiles at London. Is that nuclear? Very small missile. What? They can be as small. It impacted on London port. Was it nuclear? No, I don't guess so. Enemy torpedo? Yeah. There must be another sub. Fire counter. Slow on time, we have another sub contact. 2 torpedoes here, okay. Do we have Nimrods? Deploy the ASW patrols. Here and here. Focus on those areas. Yeah, it's not over yet. Do we have Nimrods ready? And 28 minutes. Yeah, okay. I need to walk my pup. I will keep the game running. Real time. Be right back. Torpedo impact. More torpedo miss. Conval is looking bad. More torpedo impacts. Sinking. Okay. Get the Nimrods out there. Let's play some Black Ops, but not Call of Duty. That Black Ops.